Hello, welcome to Should I Buy This Game, featuring Up or Down. My name is Christine, and in this video, I'll give you an overview of how the game is played, and then share some final thoughts on the game to help you decide if you want to add up or down to your collection. This is the game Up or Down. It is a card game, and I'm just going to show you the inside of the box. It has a cute little elevator. And so in this game, we are forming 3 elevator paths. You have the choice, you can make your cards go down or you can make them go up. Now, the difference in the scoring is it is based on the number of cards times how many of a color you have. So right now we have 2 purples. So we would score this as 2 times 3, and it's currently 6 points. Whereas here we have all different colors. So this one is currently only worth 3 points, this one 2 points. So throughout the game, we're really going to want to try and get multiples of the same color so we can get higher scoring. Now, you're always trying to get a card that you can fit in your elevator. But if there's a chance you cannot get a card, you would have to give up 1 full elevator. You would just turn it upside down. However, you will still gain 1 point for each of the cards. So not all is lost. So during the game, you always have 3 cards in your hand. But you personally are not adding these cards to your elevator. What we're doing is looking over here. The cards are always placed in numerical order. So we go from 9, 38, 41, 43, 54, and 60. So this is set up as a small game for 3 players would be using 60 cards. Now, in the instructions, it tells you a short game, full game, how many players, and how many cards to use. So you would just pull out the cards you need for the game you are playing. So when we're looking over here, I probably want this 54 because I have the 55. And the tighter you can make it, the better chance of your elevator getting bigger. So to get the 54, I need to have a card in my hand that I could place between 54 and 43, and luckily I have a 46. So the 46 would go here, and I would be allowed to take this 54, and I would place it into my elevator. Then I have the choice to take a card I don't know or the 31. So sometimes you're looking over here to be like, if I have the 31, if it's still around, then maybe I could get a 38. That doesn't really benefit me. Maybe I'll take a blind card, and I got a 20. So of course, everyone would take their turn, and then it comes back to you. So I have to look. I have a 20, which means I could go in here. The 33 would be the same place, and the 24 would be the exact same place. All my cards only fit in this zone. Now, the 9 is not beneficial to me, and that 38, I'm going to be taking a big jump. It's only here on my down one that I can use it, or on the up, but that would be massive. So for now, I'm going to just have to play my 20 and take the 38. I'll put it here, and I've made a huge leap down, which doesn't bode well as the game progresses. So then maybe I would take another card and I get a 21. These cards are not in my favor. So if everybody went and the cards stayed the way they were, I can only place a card here. So in that case, I think I'll place my 21 and take the 20, because at least I now have 2 reds. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2. So far, this would be worth 10 points. So if I have to give up one of my columns later, I'll probably hold on to this one and maybe give up this one that only has 3 points. And you're basically doing the exact same thing, working your way through the game until you run out of cards and everybody uses the cards in their hands. So you only end up with 6 cards in the circle. And then you add up your cards, and whoever has the most points wins. So overall, we enjoy playing this game. We've played it with 3 players. And there are a ton of games out there that have to deal with numbers and organizing numbers. But what I liked about this game is the added challenge of getting the colors and scoring. So somebody could have a ton of cards, but if you don't have multiples of the same colors, it just won't score as high as somebody who really worked on collecting all of a specific color. If you had 5 cards and they were all red, that would be worth 25 points compared to my 10. So there is strategy in that. Am I picking a card that's going to be close, or am I picking cards with that are still working but with the colors? And so you can get, we ranged in points from 34 points to 57 points, and you could probably even get a lot higher than what we had. But if you're just looking for a little card game, it's inexpensive, then I would recommend Up or Down. And let me know if you've played this game and what you think of it.